I'm sorry if this video is in low quality or if you keep hearing that kind of muffled kind of sound in the background. I'm sorry, I just want to make sure I can be heard clearly. If you can't hear me clearly, I'll try to see what I can do. And enjoy the video. Hello everyone, Alex the 50 Sprite here, and I'm here to talk about the voice work for Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, keep this in mind. This is all just personal opinion. This is all what I think. And if you're gonna hate on me because since I like certain other voices or something like that, it's just my voice and my opinion. Speaking of voices, I'm here to talk about three certain voices. Ryan Drummond, Jason Griffith, and Roger Craig Smith. Now, one quick little note. I'm not sure if I got all my information correct. If there's anything I got wrong, I'm sorry. But let's continue on. Now, Ryan Drummond was the first voice of Sonic. And by first voices on Sonic, I mean the first voice of Sonic in the video game series. Now, he played in the two games Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 on the Sega Dreamcast, and of course also to the GameCube version, which they made later on. And then we have Jason Griffith. Anyway, Jason Griffith first started out on Sonic X, voicing the main character, Sonic the Hedgehog. And as time went by, seems an unfortunate death happened. The person who voiced Eggman, and unfortunately seems Sega thought the wise idea of this. Instead of replacing Eggman, let's replace the whole cast. So, Jason got the role for Sonic, and he voiced Sonic, I think for the first time, on Sonic 06, aka Sonic Next Gen, aka the worst Sonic game ever produced. Yeah. And since then, he's voiced Sonic all the way up to Sonic Unleashed, I think. Until a month ago or two, there have been some new reports of different voice casting. And Roger Craig Smith is the new role for Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, many probably know him for playing as Chris Redfield in Resident Evil 5, Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed 2, and some animes from Naruto to Bleach. Now, he hasn't officially done any Sonic voicing in games or anything like that, but seems some fans were able to find out that he actually voiced Sonic for a theme park ride called Ding! Sonic Spinball at Alton Hotel. Ding! Anyway, and many fans have been complaining, but I'm here to say what I think. So, let's continue on. Now, Ryan Drummond, well, how I describe him is he's somewhat like an old bottle of brandy. His voice was kind of deep, it was earthly and serious whenever he talked, and his voice was kind of smooth, so he was kind of good for playing Sonic whenever he was serious. And as for Jason, his voice was more like a bottle of soda. It's a bit too high or sugary to it. His voice was a bit fizzy and pops, and it wasn't really that smooth. In other words, his voice was kind of cartoony. Now, I know, yeah, Sonic's kind of a cartoon character, if you will, but considering what he is these days, that won't hold much. I mean, he's kind of put these days up for seriousness and all that, and it just seems weird. It's kind of like if you made a clown voice for someone that's all gritty and serious. It doesn't make much sense. Now, judging from Roger's past, his voice was okay, you know. He had an average voice. He did some trailers for video games here and there, and it was pretty good from what I heard. Well, as for the voice he did for the theme park, his voice was kind of like a different brand of brandy, if you will. What I mean is, he was a bit deeper than Ryan. His voice was still serious, but he was at least a bit smoother than Jason. So, who knows, maybe it will work, maybe it won't, though I do feel he might do well. Besides, we can't just judge him just because of that one voice work. Besides, who knows, maybe later on his voice may be better, or it could be worse. Who knows? Who knows? But, hey, we don't know what the future may bring, but we always can hope. Well, that's all I gotta say, and there's one last note I need to say. This is very important. You listening? You listening? You listening? Okay, good. These are just voices. If you're gonna put the voice over the game, then it's kind of stupid once you kind of think about it. I mean, if you're gonna think that a voice is gonna be more important than the game, yeah, that's just kind of dumb. I mean, it would be like me saying that all games from the SNES and back are bad because since there are no voices, it's just kind of stupid. If you're gonna put voice over gameplay, then you are stupid. I mean, it just kind of sounds a bit dumb. I mean, if you're gonna say, wow, this voice is aggressive and all that, okay, sure. Just don't forget, this is all a game. It's nothing to put concern over. I mean, if I was going to judge a game, I at least judge by two factors, or three. Is it fun? Is the gameplay fun? And is the controls easy? Those are my major three factors. And if those three factors are bad, then, or if they're not that good, then I don't say this game's great. I'll just say it's pure, well, horseshit. Well, that's all I got to say. This is Alex the 50 Spider signing off. So I say goodbye, good luck, peace out.